Well, the Oscar season is well live this year, and the Super Bowl is currently going on, but I still decided to talk about Oscar-nominated movies, because that's just what I love doing, and I have nothing better to do. The Shape of Water came out back in early December of 2017, directed by Guillermo del Toro. Was now a film that I finally got to see, like, what, 2 weeks ago now? Finally, I'm a bit late to this review, and it's now getting tons of Oscar praise, not even getting nominated for freaking Best Picture, and here's what I thought about the movie. So I think this is once again the film of the year, sort of like La La Land back in 2017, where it's getting all this hype and all this praise that got me so interested in wanting to watch the film. And aside from also Get Out, I was just simply not understanding what's the big deal. Now, I do not want to make it look like this film was a terrible film at all. This film was a really damn good film in most of its respects. But I just still, honestly, watching the film, and even watching it again, and even watching a lot of clips talking about the film on YouTube, I still don't understand what's the big praise about it. I do understand 100%. It's a really nice and touching story. There's some pretty damn good effects, but compared to honestly, some of the other big films that I saw this year, there wasn't much for me personally, at least, to make it stand out, unless, of course, the big thing that I guess technically it was original, compared to all the big franchise films this year. Yeah, that's starting to make more sense when I think about it. So a lot of the main focus of the film's story and its characters is sort of this whole sort of story of learning to be accepted in society, or just to be accepted for who you are and not to be shunned for being different. You can tell through a lot of the characters throughout this film, they clearly have their sets of differences and strange choices and decisions you can see throughout the film, which honestly makes it stand out of a lot of films. Like, you'll get to understand when you watch this movie. We'll get more into it in a bit. but the whole thing, like a lot of the characters clearly, and it's even more added into how it's set in the 1960s. Well, a lot of how minorities don't have the, not necessarily the same rights as the big dogs, the white people of the world, which is a bit disappointing, especially you get to see, a lot of the characters who clearly are minorities or different from others, don't get the best treatment, they're insulted, they don't have the best jobs, they don't have the best education. You can really tell throughout the whole movie. Or a lot of characters that, for example, our main character who can't speak, she has this sort of problem that with her, that she only can speak by sign language, pretty much. She just can't talk at all. She's also shown she really can't do much. And then the big thing, the monster itself, being experimented on, attacked for being different and not given freedom and, not the same rights as everybody else. It's a lot of that story that it focuses a lot on. Now, what honestly makes it very interesting, especially, as you can tell how they sort of want to find happiness throughout the movie. A lot of the main characters, they make some questionable decisions that if you've heard a lot of people talking about this film, you get to know about it. I'm just going to leave it at this. The movie's rated R for a reason. If you're trying to watch a nice family movie with your friends or family, just don't watch this movie. But it's not to take away of all the great stuff the movie still does. Obviously, the cinematography by Guillermo del Toro himself, it's goddamn beautiful. The characters are so well interesting. I love almost all of them, though of course I still always have that natural struggle of, I swear to God, unless it's like a Toy Story or Star Wars movie, I just can't remember the characters' names. Forgive me, okay? It's not my fault. But I still love every single one of them. I still remember all the struggles that they had to go through. It's still so interesting, and you really start to feel bad for them and care for them throughout the end, and you want the good guys to, succeed. And you especially even can appreciate how well actually the antagonists are throughout this whole movie. They make them interesting. Usually characters that are just the evil big bad government kinds. That's the big leads throughout this movie. It's not really seem to care for them that much, but they really will sort of put them into the whole message and theme of the story. How others aren't accepted because of their differences, and it works really well. Being the ones that judge a lot of people and are on the top chain, and showing that they're not perfect either. And it gets really interesting stuff like that. I'm really scared that I spoiled something. But despite all that, does not take away of, honestly, the great time that I had watching this movie and with my family. It's such a great film, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it won Best Picture. It's not like, it's not a terrible film at all. I can honestly respect it. It was such a great, interesting watch from all the films that I saw this year. Now, the big question is, of course, now since I'm talking about Oscar season, so this is all the movies getting the big awards down. Clearly, this movie's been nominated for many Oscars. Do I think this either changes my top 10 favorite films of the year, or I think it deserves the Best Picture? Though I can see it winning, I honestly, personally, once again, maybe it's because of my personal love to other directors or films or franchises, I kind of don't think it was the best movie of the year, is the best way to put it. Like, I still personally think Dunkirk, Blade Runner 2049, War for the Planet of the Apes, those are personally my big three for Best Picture. And fortunately, most of those films were, given attention to, aside from some that were just ungodly disrespected. Oh my god, how could you do that to Blade Runner? What is wrong with you, Academy? No, but honestly, like, I still really enjoyed the movie, but I just don't see it. It's literally, like, it's really best to just compare it to La La Land of last year. It's a great movie and does a lot of stuff right, but I just don't understand the big fuss. Honestly, despite all that, The Shape of Water was still a pretty damn good film, despite some moments that I think could have been done better. All in all, it's just above great movie. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. A very interesting story and a great time to watch, honestly. There's not much to say about it anymore. I mean, I could be going on for hours of stuff that I enjoyed and things simply I thought could have been done better, but I still love The Shape of Water no matter what. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much just a little review I want to do for The Shape of Water. I have other movies coming up before the Oscar season hits coming soon. I don't want to make an exact date because you all know I'm pretty late to everything because I just don't have the time. School is great. Anyway, thank you all for watching. It was such a great video to do. Hope you all enjoyed this little review. New movie reviews coming soon and gaming videos come out onto the channel and check out when they're possibly out. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. See you guys.